So, today we're going to do something really practical. We're going to build a financial blueprint for anyone who's just starting out, maybe on a pretty modest income. It's a simple, actionable plan that's based on a real life situation, and it's designed to help you get control of your money right from the get go. And this whole thing, it actually kicks off with a real question from a guy named Raghav. He's 19 years old, a student, and he's working to support himself. He's making about 10,500 rupees a month, and he wants to know how to make every single one of those rupees work for him. And you know what? That's a question so many of us have asked at the beginning of our careers, right? Okay, so let's break down his situation really quick. After he pays for his personal expenses, his college fees, and helps out his family, he's got about 2,500 rupees left. So he's facing this classic two-part problem. First, how does he stop his expenses from slowly eating up that leftover money? And second, what does he actually do with the money he does manage to save? So how do you even begin to tackle that? Well, the first piece of advice is surprisingly simple. It's not about jumping into complicated investments or anything like that. It's all about building one powerful, disciplined money habit. This is the foundation for absolutely everything else. All right, here's the game plan. It's just 3 simple steps. Step 1, you open a totally separate zero-balance bank account. Step 2, the moment, literally the second your salary lands in your account, you immediately move 4,000 rupees into this new separate account. Then comes step 3, the real challenge. You have to try and live your entire month on whatever's left. So what's the magic here? Why does this work? It's all about psychology, really. By putting that money in a different account, you create this mental wall. It's out of sight, out of mind. And if you want to spend it, it forces you to stop and think, do I really need to dip into my savings for this? It's a simple trick that kills impulsive spending. And this is the absolute game changer. It's a total mindset shift. See, most of us live by the old way. We earn, we spend, and then we just hope there's something left to save. The new way, you flip that completely on its head. You earn, you immediately save, and then you spend what's left. It's called paying yourself first, and it makes all the difference. Okay, so once you've got that saving habit locked down, the next question is pretty obvious, right? What do you do with that money? You can't just let it sit there. You've got to make it work for you. Now, here's a slightly counterintuitive tip for when you're just starting out. Don't invest every single month. Instead, think quarterly. Do it every 3 months. This takes the pressure off and lets you build up a little chunk of money, which just feels, more significant when you actually go to invest it. So, at the end of every 3 months, you look at that pile of cash you've built up in that second account, and you split it. It's a simple rule. 40% stays right there in the bank. That's your emergency fund for when life throws you a curveball. The other 60%, that's the money you're going to put to work. And where does that 60% go? For a beginner, the recommendation is super straightforward. A Nifty 50 mutual fund. Don't let the name scare you. All it means is you're buying a tiny, tiny slice of India's 50 biggest, most stable companies, all in one go. It's one of the simplest, most diversified ways to start investing in the stock market. So you might be wondering, what kind of return can you realistically expect from something like this? Well, if you look at the long-term history, a Nifty 50 fund has averaged somewhere around 12 to 13% a year. Now look, that's an average, right? Some years are going to be amazing, some not so much. The market goes up and down. But over the long haul, that average just shows you the incredible power of putting your money to work. Look, this system is fantastic. It's powerful. But we have to be honest here. There's a crucial reality check. Managing your money well is only half the story. If you really want to change your financial future, the single most important thing you can do is increase your income. And that brings us to the second part of our blueprint. This is an actionable 1-month growth plan designed to help you do exactly that by making a really important shift in how you think about work. The whole idea is captured perfectly in this quote. It's about moving from being a physical worker to a knowledge worker. Think about it. A physical worker gets paid for their time and their hands, but a knowledge worker, they get paid for what's in their head, their skills, their ideas. And honestly, the potential for earning there is just so much higher. All right, so here's the challenge. It's a 1-month sprint. For the first 2 weeks, your only job is to explore. Spend 1 hour every single day just diving into YouTube, watching videos on all kinds of different skills. Then, in week 3, you narrow your focus. You pick the one thing that really clicked with you, and you go deep on that for an hour a day. Finally, in week 4, you make a tiny investment in yourself, buy a small course, something for like 500 or 1,000 rupees, just to lock in the basics. So, what kind of skills are we even talking about here? Well, it could be anything. Stuff like content writing, graphic design, maybe video editing, even things like data entry or doing online research for people. These are all skills that are super in demand right now. And the best part is, you can do them from anywhere as a freelancer. And listen, the goal here isn't just to make a few extra bucks on the side. That's not the vision. The real goal is to build a freelance side hustle that keeps growing until one day it's making you more money than your main job. That is the moment you achieve real financial freedom. So what we've talked about today isn't just some interesting information. It's a direct challenge to you. Getting your savings and investing in order, that's step 1, and it's absolutely crucial. But the second, and honestly the more powerful step, it's investing in yourself. So your 1-month challenge, it starts right now. What skill are you going to learn?